Good morning. It's me, Kat, and welcome to my new channel, A Better Life with Kat. So today I thought we'd just have a little chat and just know that this is the same channel, it's just got a different name. So come on in, say hello, and we'll get a little chat going this morning. It's an absolutely beautiful Wednesday, and I can't wait to talk to you. I'm feeling much better. I'm rested. Good morning, Polly Dolly. How are you this morning, hun? And Dee, hi, hello. People are getting on, I see. Hi, Rudy Bashir. Hi, Kylie Jones, Pepper Durr, Christina Foster, Sammy Stiles, Polly Dolly is great, Laura Sample. Hello, all of you. Julie Phelps from Tallahassee, my lassie. The Plaid Sheep, good morning. Irene Hartwig, Kathy Whitaker, Melissa Driggers, hello to all of you. Good morning, Janet Solorzano from Sacramento, Tori Asprey, Louisa Jazzmama, who's my Louisa, Amber Leeming, my son runs, Chevy Brown from Atlanta. Good morning to all of you. Christy Faye, yay, happy you're here. Heather Yo, good morning. It's cold and rainy where you are. Kathy Weaver, good morning. Good morning, thank you. Gail Brown, hello from Missouri. Dickie Talmadge, good morning. Going to yoga, I love yoga. Aisha Nurul Ibad, hello from the Netherlands. And Antonia Sasser's here, buenos dias. Tracy B says hi. Rudy Bashir, she's in the middle of putting her load of washing a day away. It's 17:35, that's 5:35 p.m. in the evening there. Good girl. Irene Hartwig, it's snowing in Swan River, Manitoba. Please send some Florida sunshine our way. Here you go. Catch it. Angela Lee, good morning. From, she says, for routines down and hubby has started making the bed. That's so good. Emanuela Lacatusu, hello from sunny Italy. Lindsay Vanek, I'm so glad you like it. Place CVR. I don't know who you are or what you're saying. Carolyn Hopkins, hello. Linda Pelkey, hi. Freddie Barnberg, good morning. Yay, so happy. And it is All Souls Day. Hi from Tampa, Florida. Morning routine done. That's 77, Lexi Sexy. And Bets Y can call me Bets. Hi from Madison. Thanks for letting me know, Bets. Antonia doing my zone today since I'm working today and tomorrow. Good girl. Esmeralda Ortiz from Puerto Rico. Hello. Oh my goodness. Terry E is here. We've got everybody at the party. Amber Leeming. I got my routines done and supper in the crock pot. So excited. Yay. You guys are doing so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so let's talk. So as you know, I've changed my name. Hello, Anna. I've changed my name to A Better Life with Kat. Thank you to it's Marie. I've forgotten. But anyway, she's from Chile and she's awesome. And I can't remember her full name. I think of it all the time. But of course, right now when I need it, it's not here. But she knows who she is. Yeah, so it's the same gig, Bets. It's just a different name. I'm no longer an official Flylady mentor because I decided to give up my fly babies, but I do have the honor of having been a Flylady Premium mentor for 2 years. I served anywhere from about 30 to 40 mentees at one time. And so I feel like I've got a lot of experience under my belt. Plus, I've been following, before Flylady, the Sidetracked Home Executive since 1982. So I've been doing this a long time. Maria Elena, thank you very much, Antonia. I knew somebody would remember. That was really a big faux pas, nay? Yes. Okay. Yeah, somebody else said it too. Dory Eade said, Maria Elena, thanks for the instructions on project management. Dad's room is almost packed up and I got my bedroom back. Awesome. Okay, so we're still going to do the same things. I love the Flylady system. So we're still going to do the Flylady system, but I have my own little spins on it, as you have already recognized. I do things like completing the process. I don't believe in hot spots. Because if you complete the process, there will be no hot spots. Thank you, Carolyn. So thanks to Maria Elena for coming up with the name. And I feel like it really encompasses what I'm trying to do for you guys. So I am feeling, last night, I know if you watched my videos this morning, I made them last night. I was absolutely worn to a frazzle because handing off 40 fly babies or releasing them is a huge job. And I handled a bunch yesterday, but mainly the back office work had to be done. So there's a little bit of that remaining, but not so much. Plus, I'm taking care of my parents. So this afternoon at 3:30, I'm going to take my mother for a CAT scan, and I've got to go buy groceries today, and I have to meet with Farmer Mima this afternoon, and she already knows that I'm releasing everybody, but it's okay. Everybody, here's the thing to know. If you're one of my fly babies, you're my fly baby for life. You're stuck with me. So my personal fly babies will still be able to text me, and I'll be happy to help them with individual things because we've created a really intimate relationship. But I also feel that way about all of you. You know that I have a P.O. box now, and it should be linked. It might not be, it takes a few minutes for Mr. B, who should be on here with us, and actually he is because I saw he deleted somebody already. Can you believe that? Anyway, he puts the information on once this goes up. So the P.O. box will be there. So if you want to communicate with me in writing, that's one way to do it. I think Mr. B is also trying to get a Facebook group for me because I know you guys are interested in that. It was a gamer. Yeah, I know, babe. Thanks for getting it for me. See, we're doing this long distance. He's at my house. I'm at my parents' house. We're about 30 minutes apart right now. Hey, Rachel, Herbal Cat. It is Rachel, isn't it? I hope I can remember that properly. Oh, you two together, please do a video. I'm laughing already. You know what? We haven't done a video in a while because I've been too busy, but guess what? Now I have time. My son's runs. Thank you so much. So let's talk. What is today? Today is Wednesday. It is our planning day. Now, I know I put out a video for it this morning, but let's talk about it in more detail because in this planning day, we're going to not just do our planning for the week and make sure our bills are paid. I did change the name on the P.O. box. You did? You went to the post office and did it for me? You are the best husband ever. Love you so much. He is so awesome. You all wish you were married to Mr. B. He's awesome. Yeah, we're going to talk about bill pay and Sheen Bean. Talking about bill paying. We're going to talk about looking in our fridges. So let's just start at the top. Let's start. Hi, oh, happy day. I love your name. Hello. Okay, so in the morning... Okay, in the morning, you're going to get up and do your morning routine, as you know, and the kids do their morning routines. You're going to start your laundry, which a lot of you have already even finished. You're going to go through a little bit of your paper, just like we always talk about. And then you're going to do your planning. We're going to go into the weekly plan. So today is, first thing you do is go open the fridge. Stand there and look. What needs to be thrown away? Let's get rid of it. Put it right now in the garbage. Pour out the liquid, throw it in the garbage can. Next thing is, everybody made it, Cairo. I know, it's awesome. I saw some, I've been looking at, anyway, I'm digressing. Let's just stay focused. See, it's even me. We're all doing it. So, Marissa, watch the video, How to Do the Flylady System for Newbies. It's on my homepage. It's 40 minutes long. It'll take you through it step by step, babe. And then when I talk, it'll make more sense to you. All right, so open that fridge, get rid of the junk. Then, where that junk was sitting is probably a little circle. Just take a warm rag, squeeze it out, and wipe it. Just real quick. We're not going to clean the whole fridge. We're just blessing the fridge. And then look and see what other stuff you can toss. Get that tossed away. Maybe soak the Tupperware if it's in Tupperware, or toss the Tupperware if it's too bad. Anyway, now we're going to look at what we need. So, you know, do you need some butter, milk, you know, eggs? Look at the regular things you use on a normal basis and see what you need. And then after that, oops, you can see my reflection back there. Let me fix that. Yay. And then after that, we're going to do what can we use for our menus. So you're going to look in there and say, okay, I've got some stuff I can use this week that's still good. Make sure you incorporate it. If you've got a stalk of celery in there and it's not limp, let's plan on using that this week somehow. If you've got some fruit that's still good, let's plan on using it. Work it into your menu, into your snacks, into your lunches, whatever. And then the next thing you want to do is look in the freezer, in the pantry. What can you use in your menu? So now you're going to create a menu as you're going, or start one. And then sit down and say, okay, I've got 3 partial meals. So what could I, or maybe I've got 5 meats, but I've got three of them that I've added some things to. What else can I add? You know, if you're eating carbs, a starch and a vegetable, or 2 vegetables is really even better. And then your meat, right? And so think about what you can have, write it down, and then make your grocery list based on what you've written down. Oh, I need some rice. I'm totally out of rice. I think I'll try the new brown rice, or I'll try that new black rice. I'm using black rice now. Haven't cooked it yet, but I'll tell you how it is. And we'll do the black rice on Kat and Mr. B. That'll be fun. Couscous, you know, there's a lot of things you can use that are starches but are kind of healthy for you, like sweet potatoes versus white potatoes, or purple potatoes if your store has those. But, you know, you don't have to go crazy. Just whatever your family likes, whatever's good for you. Annalise, I plan for a whole week, just 1 week. I know there are some people who do 2 weeks, and that's fine, but I don't want to shop for more than 1 week because I don't want my things to go bad that are perishable, right? So the other thing you want to do after you make your grocery list based on what you need to finish out your menus, don't forget breakfast, lunch, snacks, right? Plan it all out. To me, I'll tell you the truth. When I wake up in the morning, especially here at my parents' house, and I go in, I've got so many things to do. I love to go and look on the side of the fridge and say, oh yes, we're having oatmeal for breakfast, great. And I can just go, I don't have to think. It's like having your clothes laid out. You don't have to think. And then for lunch, oh, mom's having a ham sandwich and dad's having, you know, whatever, because he takes his lunch. He still drives to work and has his own little business. And then for dinner, okay, I'm having tilapia tonight, so let me take that out and get that thawing, right? And I'm going to have grits with that and coleslaw. That's really what I'm having. Larry, you want to come over? Come on. Anyway, so it's so nice to not have to think it up and think, what can I do? And go open the freezer and instead just have it ready. I mean, have the idea ready. So you don't have to come up with the idea. You have time to free your head for other things. That's why you have a menu plan. And also it helps you when you're in a hurry, especially if you're a payroll fly baby and you have to get out the door, you have to know, you know, this has to be thawed for tonight, right? Maria Katsiris and I are both having tilapia. I love tilapia. Anyway, so I bet you're not having grits though. I bet you don't live in the South. But maybe you are, and that's really good. So Terry says, I like referring to the list for meal plans. It takes the pressure off. Exactly. Okay, so let's keep going. And Chevy Brown says the same thing. Okay, so that's your menu plan. But what else are you going to plan? You're going to pay your bills. So what you want to do is pay the bills. Oh, you're in Iowa. Yeah, no grits there. Although you do have corn. So you're going to pay the bills that are going to be due before next week. Right? Now, some people pay the bills at one time every month. That's fine. Some people, like my husband, pays our bills, and so he has them set up to come out automatically, but you still need to look and make sure it came out. I worked for a bank, and it was a great bank, but there can be errors. You can make an error, the bank can make an error, you never know. Who can really make errors, though, just as an FYI, is when you get people permission to come into your account and take money out, the error is usually that they take out twice if they're going to make an error. And as a banker, I've seen that happen on every single kind of bill, including huge mortgages, and it takes a long time for them to release that money back. I have not seen it ever with an insurance company. I don't know why, but I've never seen it happen with an insurance company. So anyway, think about it. If you have an electric bill payment system that you can set that up, and then you just look. Danielle, I followed Flylady since it began and before. Oh, good. Faith Smith, one of my permanent forever fly babies whom I love with all my heart. So sweet. She's catching us on our lunch hour. Yay. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. I want to stay focused here because people sometimes get aggravated with me because they try to watch the meat of the thing and it's got me yakking to everybody and they don't appreciate it. But I do appreciate you and I love talking to you. I do. All right, so next thing is budget. So you go into checking account and you make sure everything looks right, right? You make sure those automatic payments. Now, if you haven't done so, list everything you pay every month and when it's supposed to come out of your bank account. Keep an eye on it and how much it's supposed to be. I know that seems like a lot, but it's important because you won't know if it's $25 and they take $52 if you didn't write it down. Well, if you're Larry B, you would know, but I wouldn't know. I would get totally confused. So make sure you have your list and you can check it off every month, right? And then you want to make sure when you look at your account that it balances. You know, I keep a checkbook register. I don't write checks ever, but I do write down how much I've spent out of my account. So if you're using a debit card or like me, a credit card, and you're making a transfer from the credit checking account to the credit card to pay it immediately, I pay the exact amount that I charged, and then I can make sure that it's right. Hi, Shay. Make sure that it's right. And then you make sure you balance. And I balance to the penny, Larry rounds off. It's a difference in personality. It's up to you, but in general, balance, okay? And then you think about your budget. So you know you're going grocery shopping tomorrow. Have you allowed yourself, I'm going to use a round number for you. Let's just say you have a very small family and you spend $400 a month. We'll be doing the Jordan Page system, right? $400 a month. And so you've got $100 a week that you spend. So that means if you can't make yourself stick to $100 or less, then you need to take, you don't need to, but it's a great idea to take $100 cash to the grocery store and buy groceries with the cash, because that way, and I really don't like you to take cash. I think it's much safer to use a credit card or your debit card. Credit card is safer than a debit card, but if you don't pay it off, you're in trouble. So debit card or credit card. But if you can't make yourself behave, then you must take your $100. Unfortunately, if you lose that 100, you've lost it. If someone steals it, it's gone. So that's why I don't really like cash for that reason. But take your $100. You know you're only going to spend $99 and change, or $100 on to the penny. You're not going to spend more. That way you'll always have the 100 for the next week, right? And you won't be digging into other parts of your budget, maybe your savings, because you overspent. Now this is just an example. You might have $300 a week. You might have $700 a week. It just depends on you, your family, your finances, but you get the idea. So really try to say, okay, I've got a budget of X number of dollars. I've got are there 4 weeks in November? Let's look. It's Happy November. Happy November. Gosh, I love a brand new month. It's always a fresh start. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've got 4.5 weeks. So if you bought groceries on Wednesday, you've got to have 5 Wednesdays in November. So you're going to say, okay, I need to split my money up over 5 weeks. And I'm going to spend X dollars, and that's it. So you're going to say, okay, well, this is a 5-week month. I might have to buy the less expensive cuts of meat this month. Or like me, I love Zaycon Fresh. I've got a freezer full of meats, but I saved like $25 to $50 every month to save up to start Zaycon Fresh. And right now I've got $50 in credit with them and $125 in my savings account for Zaycon Fresh. So I know I can buy the next meats if I need them, but I don't because I'm up to here with meat. But my point is, if you do that, then all you're going to buy is just put your little $25 aside. In my case now, it's just Larry and I. You might need to put 50 aside or 100 aside every month for meats. And you might not buy it for Zaycon Fresh. That's fine. Just make sure that you have your meat money set aside, because I think meat is, as you know, the most expensive thing you buy. And then you can just buy your fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. If you are a grain eater, grains, dairy eater, dairy, right? It makes it a lot easier and a lot less expensive. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is, what else are we doing when we go grocery shopping tomorrow? Well, we're also going to run errands. So are all of your giveaways in your trunk or the back of your car? Make sure they're there. And we do that with meat, only butcher our own. Awesome, Amber. See, I love that. Bobby's here. I didn't see her. Hi, Bobby. Thanks, Jessica. Okay, I can't talk to you guys. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so the next thing is, see, grocery shop. Okay, so it's taking stuff to, in our case, we go to Goodwill. If I had things like, I was just talking to one of my fly babies, Robin, and Robin has like hordes of hair shampoos and things like that she said I don't even like. And you know, they were purchased and now they're in her house taking up loads of room. So she's taking trunk loads of that stuff to the homeless shelter, which is awesome. There she is, my Maria Elena, my personal sweetheart for naming our channel. So then, let's see, what's next? So get those in the trunk and get them ready to go given away. Now tomorrow we're in cruising through the holidays. So it's time to start buying Christmas presents. And if you have that savings account, you'll have the cash. If you don't, what are we going to do? How are you going to do it? So figure out what you've been, you know, I'll tell you what I did before I had a savings account for Christmas. And it was, I always got an extra paycheck in December. So it always kind of covered it. But it was always a stretch because it was like, you didn't get it right away, right? It was like the first month that, you know, I had to wait till December. And sometimes the middle of December before I got it. And so a savings account, and I've talked about this before, if you put money in that right now, starting every week or 2 weeks or month, and you figure out how much you need, so how much will you need to save, and we've talked about deconstructing that, going backwards and saying, okay, it comes down to, you know, in the case of $1,200, it's $25 a week, right? All right, so right now you'd be able to go to your account and get that money out. You would still keep saving for the next year, but you would get that money out, or most of that money out, and you could start shopping, or transfer it online to your checking account, or your credit card, or save it to pay off your credit card, or whatever. And use your budget where you've written down who you're going to buy for and start buying. Because I just saw something that was really cool online at Amazon. They only had 2 left. You know, so there's always going to be those things that aren't going to be around for Black Friday or all the days after. So, and there's a lot of sales already online. I'm an Amazon Prime member. I love that. And this is not a sponsored video, but I love them. So, Caro, same here with the Christmas money. My husband is a teacher, and I do need to read this. Let's see. And we don't get his paycheck we use for gifts till right before. Yeah. So a savings account is awesome. And then guess what you could do? When you get that bonus check and you've depleted your savings account, you could put that in there, and there's your start for next year. Right? And you don't touch that savings account for emergencies. It's not an emergency fund. If you take out of your savings account, guess what? You have a smaller Christmas, or no Christmas if you use it all. So you have to be very disciplined. That's one thing I talk about all the time is self-discipline. Our inner child wants to take over. Well, you don't want a child running your finances, right? And so we all have that child in us, so let's take care of that. Let's be firm but kind with ourselves, all right? All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is, what else are we doing? So maybe you need to go to the post office. Have you had your picture made yet? Are you one of those people who gets your picture made for Christmas and gets the cards with the sweet little pictures on? Or do you just use a traditional Christmas card like me? So, you know, figure out how many, if you've figured it out, if you've been following Cruising Through the Holidays, you've counted how many people. That's awesome, Maria Elena. The last 3 years they have saved. Isn't that awesome? I know, I love that. All right, so maybe you need stamps. Let's get stamps, right? Maybe you need, you've figured out that you don't have enough wrapping paper. It may not have wrapping paper yet. I love the idea of buying, yeah, that's me too, Shay. But, you know, I'm older. The younger, my kids all get their pictures made, and it's great. You know, I do have one problem, though. I don't really want to save those pictures from year to year because it's more clutter. And it always says Happy Christmas or Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas on it. So then you have to like cut the picture off, and then what are you going to do with it? It just, So I just like a Christmas card. And I do save last year's Christmas cards just to see who sent, so I can make sure I at least give those people cards plus. That's what I do. All right. Although last year I didn't do well at all. I didn't send Christmas cards last year. It was a tough year. This year I will. All right, so actually I did send some. So the next thing we're going to do is think about, okay, what else do you need to do? What other things are you going to do when you're running around tomorrow? So that's what today is about, planning, right? Planning. So make sure you look and plan for this week. Now, that's not the same thing as when I take my book and on Sunday night, I look at my calendar, I look at the birthdays for the week and all that stuff so I can get it in here for the week because I plan a week at a time. But my meal's already planned, so I'll be able to transcribe it into here, right? So that's what I do. Everything's actually planned. It just gets transcribed. I don't know what that is. Anyway, okay, I'm going to open it up for questions, chat, concerns, fun. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. We have 98 people online with us right now and 14 thumbs ups. If you love this, please give me thumbs ups. It makes such a difference. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. All right? Okay, Emanuela. Sorry, Marissa. She's talking to Marissa. Kat, Mr. B's with Cairo. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Marissa Little. She needs help with zones. Okay. Tell me specifically what you mean, Marissa. I'll be looking for your thing. Shay says when you get older, you don't spend as much money at the holidays. It's true. It kind of forced to at some point. Some grandparents I know do spend hordes of money on their grandchildren. I choose not to do that. Ruth Gaynor is saying hello. Okay, if you can just tell me, Marissa, what you mean by you need help with the zones. Do you not understand zones? Or are you not motivated to do zones? Or what do you mean by that? I can't find the videos where you explain the different zones and when to do them. Okay, get a pencil. I'll tell you quick. There are 5 zones every month. I'm going to turn to December. I don't think I've written in my December calendar yet. Let's see. Okay, there's 5 zones every month. Zone 1 is the entryway, the dining room. But it might not be, Zone 1 might not include the dining room for you because maybe your dining room doesn't exist, or maybe it's not near the front door. Okay, so maybe it's the entryway and the stairway. Maybe your stairs feed into the entryway. Okay, so that's Zone 1. Zone 2, JK. Zone 2 is the kitchen. Zone 3. Zone 3 is a tricky one. It is the bathroom and one other room. So if you have kids, it's generally the children's bathroom and the other rooms can be their rooms. Or it could be the main bathroom and the laundry room. Or it could be the office. Or it could be the garage. In general, the other room is a room that is not a general purpose room. It's like not a place where guests come in, right? So guests are always in the kitchen, in the living room, in the guest bathroom, maybe in the playroom, or the family room, but they're not generally in the children's room. Kids are in there, they don't care, but they're not in there. Nobody's in your laundry room much. People don't hang out in there with you much. Your office, these are more personal rooms. So the guest room, these are the rooms you're going to clean when you're in Zone 3, okay? Zone 4 is what is Zone 4? Oh, it's the master bedroom, master bathroom if you have one, and master closet. Zone 5 is the living room. Now here's the tricky part. When you get to Zone 1, it always starts on the 1st of the month. So today is November 1st, so Zone 1 starts today. Now if you look at your calendar, and this one, all my calendars are all written on, so we're just going to imagine this in your head if you don't have a calendar to look at. Today is Wednesday, so from Wednesday through Saturday, we're in Zone 1. From Monday and Tuesday, which would have been the 30th and 31st, we were in Zone 5. Because it's always the last week of the month. So there are times when Zone 1 will not be here at all. It'll happen on a Sunday, the 1st, or on a Saturday. If you're a payroll flybaby, you can use Saturday. But if you're not, if you're an at-home flybaby, if you're an at-home person, then you're only going to be doing your stuff during the week. Saturday and Sunday are totally free for you. All right? So I'm trying to find one. Like here's one, September. We had the 31st of September was on a Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday was Zone 5. Friday was Zone 1. So the very next month now, here we are, that was September. In October, the 1st was on a Sunday. So we had the whole week was Zone 2, the kitchen. And there was Zone 5. Let me go back to September. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so Zone 1 happened on September 1st, which was a Friday. So Zone 5 was the whole end of that last month of August. Zone 1 was a Friday. Zone 5, again, was a whole week in September at the end. So I know it's tricky, but you can do it. You can do it. And don't freak out, because a lot of people totally freak out when they either have to split their zones in a week or they have to do that Zone 3 with the bathroom in one other room. They totally freak out. You know why? Because they are impatient and they want to do it all right now. And here's the thing. We're going to continue to work on zones for the rest of our lives. As long as you can physically do it, you're going to be doing it. And you're going to have a spotless home. It's going to look like it's been spring cleaned every day, because you're always going to be deep cleaning little teeny bits. Once the clutter is gone and you learn how to complete your processes, then you're going to have no problem with the zones. So don't freak out because it seems a little not enough, right? It's not enough time. It's plenty. Every time you do it, it's plenty. Marissa, if you are brand new, and it looks like somebody said you are, I think I already told you to. Did I tell Marissa? Anyway, I'm going to say it again. Go to the video called How to Do the Flylady System for Newbies and watch that video. It takes 40 minutes. Take notes and everything will make sense. Okay, I'm going to start reading now. Let's see what we have. Okay, here's Marissa. Oh wait, I'm going to start with Emanuela. I did a month of zones and my house is so pretty thanks to you, beautiful lady, and this beautiful method. You're so sweet. And I hope your kids are doing their part too, Emanuela. I know we talked before, and I'm always interested to make sure your children are having natural consequences and you don't feel like anybody's picking on you anymore, that you know that that's what they chose, and they know that's what they chose, the consequence if they choose not to do it. Marissa, I'm new, and this is Terry, and if you do just what she says, it will work. Don't do too much. Love you. Hearts to you, Terry. That's awesome. It's true too. Chevy Brown. Any advice to keep from burning out my evenings? I do well in the mornings, but evening routines are sad. You probably, okay, here's the evening routines. The evening routines are after dinner routine, which is a family affair. If you have a family, everybody helps. Then before bed routine. Those are the routines. That's it. So if you're not eating dinner too late, you sleep better when you don't eat right before you go to sleep anyway. If you're not eating dinner too late, then it's going to be super easy for you to be the dishes diva if you have to wash dishes, or to get the dishes in the dishwasher and run them before you go to bed at night, and have a clean kitchen, because the family's going to be helping. And then before bed routine is so easy. It's simply, and I'm just talking about yours now, not the kids. Yours is go brush your teeth, take off your makeup, put on your pajamas, put your clothes away, either in the dirty clothes or hang them up if they're clean, or fold them up if they're still clean. And then look at your planner and see what's up for tomorrow. What do you need to do? Do you need to put out the crock pot because you want to remember that you're making crock pot dinner? Do you want to put the meat in the refrigerator so it'll be handy in the morning and maybe not so frozen? Right? So that's the kind of stuff you do. And you've got your clothes laid out. You've looked at your planner. Okay, tomorrow I've got a dentist appointment. I think I want to wear this outfit because it's more comfortable when I'm sitting in the chair. So let me hang that up, and these shoes and these earrings, right? And you just have it all ready. And the other thing is, okay, I need to get up, every day we do our morning routine. If you have kids, you get up before the kids every single day. So if you get up, Freddie, you're 79? Awesome. I love it. Somebody on my side. Okay. So but if you have kids, you have to get up before the kids. One day you won't have kids and you won't have to do that. But right now you've got to get up before the kids. So you get up 30 minutes before. Somebody said, Kat, a 5-minute makeup routine? You've got to be kidding. One day I'll have Larry record me putting on my makeup. Honestly, it takes 5 minutes. Of course, I'm no, standout in the makeup department, but it's just simple makeup that makes me feel better. If you take 25 minutes putting on your makeup, then guess what? And I think I said this yesterday to you, but I was tired and I can't remember. If you take 25 minutes to put on your makeup, then you have to get up 25 minutes earlier than you normally would have, or 20 minutes, because I only allot you 5 minutes for makeup. If you take your shower in the morning and it's a 15-minute shower, then you got to add 15 minutes, right? If you're going to wash your hair and blow it dry and it takes you an hour, maybe morning isn't the best time to do that. So Just think about that, because you want to get up before the children, because that way your routine is done. You're personally taken care of. All right? All right, let's see. Let me go back to Freddie. I saw her saying something. And you know, guys, I miss your comments, and I'm so sorry. I just can't read them all. Well, I can't find Freddie anymore, but she said she was 79. I'm not 79, Freddie. I'm 64, but I'm so glad you're here. And I know you don't have little kiddos at the house probably, unless you have grandchildren. Here it is. You followed the original Flylady and now Kat. Awesome, Freddie. Yeah, well, you've been around a while, huh? Linda Pelkey, how can you plan Christmas shopping when you can't get the list for the grandkids till the last minute? Then you give gift cards. Look, you're in control. You're in control. If somebody won't tell you what the children want, either you get to choose it, or if, you know, in general, just say, you know, in general, what do they want? And if they can't, then you give a gift card. Merry Christmas. Don't sweat that stuff. Don't sweat that stuff. You don't want to be the person at the last minute sitting wrapping gifts till your back is about to break. That's just no fun. It takes away of the joy of Christmas. Or else buy something you think they would like we used to do in the old days. We didn't ask I know I asked my kids too, what do the kids want for Christmas? Because I don't want to get them something that they already have or they might not like. I don't remember that when we were kids. I think people just gave us what they wanted to give us. I remember in particular a finger painting set my parents weren't extremely happy about, especially when I painted the inside of my dollhouse bright red. All right, let's see. Deborah Nichols, I'm trying to cut down on paper clutter and was wondering how long I need to keep check carbons if I keep up with my check register and my bank keeps copies. You don't need to keep them. I have check carbons. I don't know why. You don't need to keep them. It's all online. The picture of your check is online. And if you can't find the picture of the check and you need it for some reason, even if it's past the time that you're able to see online, if it depends. Sometimes statements have pictures of the checks, but your bank can get a picture of your check. It's no problem. They can even go into the archives and pull a check. It's not impossible. Don't keep that stuff. It's terrible and unnecessary clutter. K Beauty Bell, love your new channel name. Your videos have changed my life. I wish I found you years ago. It's been 3 months of doing the system, and my husband notices a big difference. Oh, that's awesome, K Beauty. That's so awesome. I love hearing that. Aisha, are all the routines on YouTube videos? Yes, they are. They are. And you know what? I have playlists. So if you hit playlist, you can go in there and generally find it. Larry's been rearranging, so I don't know. Yes, Mama Cat, I changed my name. I'll be talking to you about this soon. All right, let's see. Yeah, Aisha, Larry, Mr. B said he was going to set up a Facebook group for me, so you guys will have it soon. Freddie, that's what we're here for, Melissa, to keep each other. Yes, that's awesome. Ava Sierra, oh, what a pretty name. Good morning. Late to the conversation, but love listening. So happy to have you here. Caro, talking to Aisha. Amber, okay, we have a problem dinner being too late. Okay, this is Heather. Amber, we have the problem of dinner being too late, so evening routine gets hard to do before you get the kids to bed. Yeah, come up with a way, CEO, of having dinner earlier. You know, I love what Kimmy says if she's in her apron. She says, prepare your in she calls it the lull of the day. And I'm thinking she means, you know, when there's not much going on, maybe it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you can go ahead and chop your vegetables, and she actually prepares her meal. I guess she just warms it up when it's time. But, you know, even if you just do the prep work and you just have to put it together, a meal, really, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, a meal is made. So either make it early, use a crock pot, use an Instant Pot, or prep it, and so it only takes you a couple of, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to make dinner. And you're not killing yourself at the end of the day when you're so tired, and everybody can eat earlier and sleep better. And kids go to sleep so late, and a lot of times it's because we feed them so late. And they're not hungry because guess what? They were starving when they really could have eaten dinner, and they've eaten snacks, and now they won't eat your food. Yeah, Chevy says, makes sense to warm it up later. I love preparing early. This is Shay, and prep all the time, every day, sometimes the day before. I know, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Kat. This is Marissa Little. My husband and friends have noticed a huge difference since I started this. That's awesome. Pretty lady. I love it when your little pictures are on here and I can see what you look like. Most of you just have nothing. Oh, here's somebody new. I'm going to pronounce your name. Thuis Beige Marlies. Also pretty. So glad I found you. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Ava Sierra, yeah, you've got your picture on there, plus your beautiful name. Beautiful face, beautiful name. You guys are beautiful. You really are. Amber has a picture, and it looks like she's wearing a baby. That's so fun. Dinner too late is my problem with the evening routine. Yep. So we've discovered a problem today, right? Dinner too late. So see what you can do about that. See what you can do about dinner too late. We've been on here 40 minutes. Do y'all want to keep going? I've got 117 people on here right now. I can keep going. I don't have any appointments. Amber's wearing her 4th baby. He's 5 months old yesterday. That's awesome. Maria Katsiris, my grandmother always told me to cook my dinner after breakfast. When kids come home from school, serve dinner 4 p.m. and serve appetizers for homework breaks. Oh, I would have loved that when I was a kid. I was starving when I came home. I remember making humongous sandwiches, and then Mom expected me to eat dinner, and I would eat it, which is why I became a little butterball. Chevy Brown loves the community. Raising up Jules. I'm having a hard time balancing homeschool and routines. Whoops, come back. We have the morning one just about down pat, but everything else is difficult to start or finish. Love your picture of you and your Jules. Okay, so her kids. And maybe her hubby. It's so tiny I can't hardly see. Okay, so you're having a problem with routines. And you're getting the morning ones, but you can't get the rest. All right, so plan it. See, this is my answer every time. Plan it. So plan your day. Okay, kids, here's what we're doing today. We're going to have breakfast from here to here. I'm going to get the laundry in here. And then we're going to start homeschooling here. In the afternoon, we're all going to go to the grocery store. When we come back, we're going to talk about what we learned at the grocery store. And then Mom's going to take about 30 minutes to do her routines and clean the living room. But in the meantime, remember the zones we set up? So you're going to all do your zones while I'm doing that. And then we'll have dinner. And then everybody helps with the kitchen. And then we're going to do our before bed routines. You just have to plan it out. Tell them what's going to happen. You know, what do they say? In business, they would always say, tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. And it works the same way with kids. You have to tell them over and over again. All right, somebody said something. What was that? Angela Lee, your video keeps stalling. I'm not getting any notifications here that there's a problem. Let's see. Sorry. Hope it doesn't stall long. Deborah Nichols, hello. I moved back to Tennessee from Pensacola, Florida, where I grew up. My birthday is July 26th, the same as yours. Thank you for answering my questions. You're welcome, birthday buddy, Deborah Nichols. You know, I lived in the Pensacola area for a while. My husband and I used to live in Gulf Breeze, and I know you know where that is. And so, yeah, and his uncle had a farm in Tennessee, my husband, and he used to live there in the summers. And actually, for a couple of years, he lived with his uncle and had a horse and rode the barrels, and Tennessee's a beautiful place. Okay, let's see. Melissa Little's having trouble getting motivated in the mornings. Yeah, because you're probably an evening person. You're either a morning person or an evening person in general. So the thing to get motivated in the morning is the same thing. You have to plan it out. Plan it out, and you have to get enough sleep, Marissa. If you don't get 8 hours of sleep consistently, you won't be good in the morning, and you will keep hitting the snooze button. Right? But if you know you're on a mission, like if you're going on vacation and you needed to leave the house at 6 a.m., you'd be up and everything would be prepared the night before, and you'd get up at 5:30 so you could leave the house by 6, right? So same thing. Same thing. You just have to plan. And once you've done it over and over again, it's habit. Even getting up in the morning, it's a habit, like flushing the toilet. That's the thing I use all the time. You wouldn't just use the bathroom and not flush the toilet. It's a habit. Because it's important, and this is important. Okay, this is Aisha. She likes my style. Ah, you are so much in control. I am a little bit bossy, and I hope that I'm not unkind. I do. Emanuela Lakatsusu. Well, they don't, but I don't take it personally anymore, and I smile a lot thinking of you saying it is what it is. Yep, and they are getting their they're getting consequences, right? You've established that. You've done your Superwoman stance in your head, right? Okay, good. All right, you're welcome. Raising up Jules. Aliyah. It's best for you to show love to some of your grandchildren instead of making yourself laugh on the net. I must have missed something, but that's true. Oh, Emanuela says, Marissa, put on your shoes. Yeah, that's a Flylady thing. She says, put on your shoes. Doesn't work for me. I have a little bit of shoe, what is it called when you don't like enclosed spaces? I'd rather be barefoot. But it doesn't inspire me at all. But my daughter puts on her shoes. It makes all the difference in the world. So it does for most people. It really does help you. Okay, Shelly said, I did a crisis clean yesterday, and we enjoyed Halloween in a clean space. So nice. My husband is noticing a difference in the house and is very supportive, and he is decluttering his garage. Marvelous. Thank goodness. Love the term habit. It makes it less daunting. That's right, Lady Pamela. Antonia Defini. It's for me is a good English lesson. Oh, that's Antonio. Okay. Mama Cat's home. I hate shoes. Shoes restrict me. See, I feel the same. Claustrophobic. Thank you, Marissa. That's true. I mean, and my dad has it too. Like, he had a cast on his arm when he was a younger man and made my mother cut it off of him early. He was so miserable. Nowadays, he'd be okay because they have the removable cast. But back then, he would just go and he was losing it. It was terrible. Shay's barefoot too. Shoes help her though. Never wear shoes in the house. And, you know, a lot of people, that's actually... that's Lady Pamela. That's actually a custom in their country, you know, that they don't wear shoes, or in their in a tradition for their heritage. No shoes for me either, Cairo says. I prefer barefoot, Amber says, but I will put shoes on when I need to be motivated. See, they don't motivate me, and I don't mean that in any way in a negative way. I want you to know that if they motivate you, use them. That's what I want you to do. I want you to use your mind, change your mind, and then use all the tools you can to get your jobs done. So if it means shoes for you, put your shoes on. If it's a timer, use the timer. If it's music, use the music. You are in control. You have all these tools at your access. You're the CEO. You want to run the best house you can run, right? You chose to be a homemaker or a parent. If not, why are you doing this? Why? Because if you chose to be a parent, then don't complain about your kids, right? Just take control. If you chose to be a homemaker, don't complain about your house. Just take control. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's not overwhelming. I absolutely have been there. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I could easily be there again because my inner child is a very strong inner child, right? But take control. You can do it. This is your home, and this is your life, and you just get one shot. So let's do it. Let's do it together. Let's have a better life, okay? Let's just make it a better life. Aisha, you loved what I said? I don't remember what I said, babe. I say so many things. Mama Cat, I'm restricted now because I hurt my wrist. I can't do much of anything. You did? I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Poor baby. All right, that's it. We've got 120 people watching, 121 people watching. We've been on here for 47 minutes. I do need to read this because I see the word migraine. Renata Shaptiste, being busy, having migraines, and sick kiddos. My house is out of control. What video do you suggest? Where do I start? Always start with your routines. So right now, if you haven't done them, go do your morning routine. Migraines are so debilitating. I've had them. Debilitating, yeah. I've had them, and I occasionally get one, not very often anymore. But yeah, once you're over your migraine, then you can do your routines. Once you've done your routines for a day or two, so you get your routines going, it's going to include your laundry and your dishes. The two things I say to catch up on are laundry and dishes. But I don't mean to do all your laundry in one day. I just mean to increase the number of loads you do until they're caught up. Dishes, yes, do it all in one day. That's your focus. Routines and dishes with a couple extra loads of laundry. Until all your routines are spinning smoothly, then you can add in your basic weekly plan. All right, I'm going to go. It's been 50 minutes. This is the longest live I've ever done. I hope you enjoyed it, and I am so happy to have you here. No, Shelly, you need to watch Dishes Diva. Please do. I'm going to go, but I love you very much, and I know that you are so beautiful and you're so wonderful to contribute, and I just totally love it. I hope you give this video a thumbs up and that you subscribe if you haven't, and that you share it with your friends. I'm looking to grow this channel to help more and more women to have a bigger and bigger community, and I want you to know always that you are beautiful.